Hi guys, come back to the Roman field. Been a few weeks since we've been able to get in here. We had the rough ploughing and all the wet weather, and I think it's going to be a bit of a slog today because came down this morning, it was all frozen, the sun's been on it a bit, it's still about 3 degrees and the field is a bit muddy, so we'll see how we get on. We'll come along with the CTX again. This time I'm going to use a little 6-inch coil. I'm going to try this end of the field. There's a lot of iron up this top end, so hopefully the CTX and the little coil can get amongst the finds and we can find some nice bits and pieces. So I'll catch up with you guys later with some of the finds, see how we get on. Hi guys, so I've got the CTX switched on now, and last time we come in here we plotted quite a few of the finds that we got. We got quite a few Roman coins, so all I've done, I've just called up the geo hunt that we did the last time, loaded that on the back of the machine from last night, and you can see we're just 5 meters away from where we started, so I'm going to be heading off down to where those finds were found last time, which were down there. So I'll allow the CTX to take me right back to where I had all those finds and see what else we can get out of that area now it's been ploughed. Well guys, had a few bits of dross and things and a bit of brass wire, and just got this nice signal here amongst some iron, and it looks like it's a cut half. Definitely a cut half. Now I'm going to get absolutely filthy today, but we'll start like this. I think I need to keep going. You can see, can't see much detail on it, but it's definitely a cut half, so we'll carry on, and hopefully the next few hours, as long as I don't get too muddy, we'll pull a few more finds out. Now this little coil has just amazed me. In the space of the first 20 minutes I've got this, so I'll catch up with you guys later with some more, I hope, from this. Well guys, next piece I got out is this piece of bronze. It looks like it's off an old brooch. I've only gone about another 3 or 4 feet away from where I got that little cut half there, so I'll get that cleaned up. There's a bit of marking on it, looks like there's been a touch of gilding on it as well on the rear, so we'll get that cleaned up when we get home, see what we got in there. But this little coil, I just gobsmacked already in the first 20 minutes. This top end of the field I never normally do because there's so much junk up here. So let's carry on, and hopefully we get a few more bits, nice bits. Well guys, try and film this one for you. It's one of those where the benefits of the little 6-inch coil really shows up. You can hear we've got high pitch there, which is iron, and right next to it we've got a lower pitch. You've got the high pitch and the lower pitch. It's less than half a coil wide. So let's dig him out and see what we got. He's looking pretty good on the screen here. Well guys, this little 6-inch coil on the CTX is absolutely amazing. That was a loud banging signal, and that tiny little button I found eventually in the mud. It's only about 3-4 mil across. Tiny little thing. I've still not got down to where I was going to yet. Just keep getting all these little signals, a bit of bronze and bits of dross mainly, but they certainly keep me busy. Catch up in a bit. Well guys, I certainly wasn't going to miss that one. That blew my ears off, that signal. There's a big coin down there. Oh, what's this one? By the looks of it, looks like it could be George III. Yeah, it's definitely around George III, George II time. One of those big dump pennies. Oh, it's a huge coin. Not had one of these for a few years. That'll be nice when it's cleaned up. So, let's see what else we can get out of here. Well guys, it took me an hour and a half to get down to the spot where I normally get the Romans. I've just come over the little ridge and just got my first one. Looks like a nice little 3rd century one. So get that in the fines pouch, see if we can get some more out of here. Well, got a real stonker of a signal here. It's coming in just right of centre on the 12 line, so it's probably a coin. So let's give him a dig and see what we got in there. Well guys, got him out. And it's in this clod here. Oh, looks like we got an old penny. Yeah, definitely an old penny. There's it. Yeah, it's the old Britannia one, so it's probably an old Vicky. I'm going to see it. Yeah, just make the date out. I think it's 1898, so it's a late Vicky penny, the veiled head. Oh well, knew that was going to be up in the coin range somewhere. Hi guys, got another one of these funny signals. We've got the high pitch there for the iron. We've got a null just there. Here we've got that nice low tone, which normally means a piece of bronze or maybe a little hammered or something. So let's dig him out and see what we got. Well guys, got another multi-tone there with a piece of iron. There's also a little Roman grot in there. So you just need to listen for these little low tone signals in amongst the high ones. So get on to the next one. Well guys, got a nice signal there, and from that hole about 3-4 inches down is that nice little buckle. Looks about 17th century I would guess it, looking at that one. It's a nice bronze buckle. So I'll get that plotted up and get on to the next one. Well guys, that one was a bit easy to find, it's only just under the surface. Nice little Roman. Got a bit more detail on that one. So we'll get that fine point plotted. Well guys, just got a nice clear signal there from about 1.5 inches down. Got this tiny little coin. Could be a rose farthing, could be a little Roman bronze. I need to get that cleaned up just to see what it is, but another little coins go into the fines pouch. Well guys, got another one of these signals in amongst the iron and the sea of mud. At the moment, we've got a null there. Got a high pitch there for the iron, and then just come back a little bit. Now just in there is the nice little low tone. Got a null the other side there. Low tone mixed with a high. It's around the centre of the screen. I'm also getting some iron down there as well, so let's give them a dig and see what we got. Well, we got them out the hole after scrambling around in that bit of mud there, and it was a little Roman bronze. Now go over the hole there, and there was a bit of iron in there as well, so it's in amongst all this iron at the top end of the field. Now, like I said, I've never detected up here before. Because of all the iron with the E-track used to drive me nuts. Never really found much. Concentrate on this little patch now with a little 6-inch coil, and little Roman bronzes are coming out. And got some of the little tiny pieces of lead and other little bits of dross. So really pleased with the CTX and the little 6-inch coil. So get this one in the fines pouch, get it all marked up, and we'll go on to the next one. Hi guys, another couple of steps and a nice young Victoria bunhead halfpenny just popped out the hole there. Still a bit cruddy muddy, so I can't actually see the date, so I'll get up and cleaned up when I get home and let you guys know. Probably around 1860 with a bunhead. So get that in the fines pouch, get the fine point marked up and get on to the next. Well guys, another couple of yards. Looks like we've got the little trade token here. It's got some writing on it, but can't quite make it out. A few numbers and a few letters. So we'll get that fine point marked up and we'll carry on to the next one. Well guys, the reason where we wear gloves when we're out detecting, that nasty little thing there, it's an animal hypodermic. You wouldn't want to get that in your fingers. So let's get him safely put away. I'll dispose of that in a sharp spin up at the doctor's surgery. I'll go along with the other ones. I always seem to find a few on the beach as well. So like I said, all you guys that search with bare feet or open-toed sandals, no gloves, you really need to have a think about that, because you never know who's had these needles. So something to bear in mind. Well, that's a tiny little Roman there, and I nearly ignored that because I thought it would have been foil, but I thought the signals have got a bit few and far between at the moment, so I just thought I'd dig that. And lo and behold, at 13:01, there's that tiny little Roman. So it just goes to show you can't afford to ignore those little signals that are on the left hand side of the screen. So let's get that in the fines pouch. Not much light left, so we'll carry on again probably in a couple of days time. Hopefully this mud will have gone a bit. So I might get another one before I get to the end of the field, so you never know. Well guys, light's fading fast and we got another little Roman, a little 3rd, 4th century one again. That's all I can really say about it. It's difficult to identify it, but as the light's going, I don't know if this video will come out that clearly, so we'll just keep going. We've got about another 50 yards to the end of the field and then we'll call it a day. Well guys, just got this nice banging signal out that hole there for about 4 or 5 inches down, and baffled to what it is. I thought it was a hammy at first. This nice thin section. It seems a bit of light for it to be silver. Well, but we'll get this cleaned up and see if we can shed any more light in it when we see a bit more of the detail. There is detail on it, so I think it might be a button cover or top of a button, something like that. But keeps me interested, keeps me going. So on to the next one. Sun's going down on me now, as Elton John used to say. So we'll keep going until it gets. Hi guys, back in the workshop. I've just emptied out my fines pouch for the day and started off with the rubbish pile. Searching around the top of the field and amongst all the junk that I've always kept away with when I had the E-Track. CTX with the little 6-inch coils really astounding me, the amount of stuff it's been pulling out. Yes, there's quite a lot of junk in there. There's a big brass hinge, bits of silver paper, foil, shotgun cases, the usual sort of stuff you find in a typical field. But in amongst all that, we had quite a lot of little finds coming out. As you can see, got them all here. What I also do was when I get the finds with the CTX now, plot them. That's number little 35, which we found down there, which was one of the little Roman coins. Every decent one I get, I always plot, put them in a little bag, stick them in the fines pouch so I can just put them on exchange too later on. So overall we had quite a good day. Lots of little Romans, the Vicky Pennies. I think that's a George II. We'll have to have a closer look at it. Some big buckles. This is all from an area which, with the E-Track, which is constant noise. I'll certainly be going back in there again with the CTX with that little 6-inch coil. So overall we had a good day's hunt, and we've also got the little unknown silvery find, which is the one I got near the end of the hunt. That's in there. I'm still not convinced it's silver, but it does look silver, so we'll get that cleaned up just to find out what it is. But overall, very pleased with the CTX. Very pleased with the little 6-inch coil. I think that's been a good coil to add to my armoury for doing the little junk infested sites. I think it'll also be good for when I'm doing the parks, getting amongst all the silver paper and ring pulls and everything else, and pull out the finds that people have missed themselves. So let's get them cleaned up now, and I'll put them in the little video as I usually do at the end. So signing off, it's your pal Mal. Catch you on the next hunt, and a happy Christmas to all of you. Cheers then.